Hey everybody, Henry Ota here, Congress, Cal 50. I am down here in Del Mar. Just wanted to address some of the questions I've been getting via email lately. Let's start off with this one from Patty. She wants to know what my plan is to help the environment. It's a very good question. Thank you very much, Patty. Well, to address what's going on with the environment, we need to take some really bold actions. Unfortunately, everything people are talking about doing, these little steps are not going to do what needs to be done. I believe in the science behind climate change. I agree that it is man-made and that the only way to stop it is to end using fossil fuels, to also revamp how we approach our food system, and that will be one of the first steps I will take in revamping the Farm Bill. In its current state, it rewards large-scale farms, factory farms, whether it's corn subsidies or hog commodity pricing. That's got to end. I want to remove the eligibility for any restaurant, fast food, grocery store, bodega to accept SNAP benefits, aka food stamps, guys. We don't need to limit the amount of people receiving the subsidies as much as we need to limit the people who are eligible to accept these subsidies. So no more Burger King, no more Pizza Hut, no more going out and eating really bad food. Instead, we reappropriate those funds back to small farmers. And instead of giving them 30 cents on the dollar, we give them 90 cents on the dollar. We open up food co-ops nationwide in what is called food deserts. And what would happen there is that the farmers would be able to grow less food, make more money, pay higher wages, and the recipients of that food would no longer be giving it to corporate fast food chains of America. They would be giving that money directly to the farmers, allowing them to pay higher wages, and simultaneously, the diet of the recipients improves drastically. And what happens when you have a healthy diet? You have a healthy mind and you have a healthy body. So 5, 10, 15 years later, us, the taxpayers, don't have to pay for the health care that is a direct result of eating poorly. So that's one of the first things we do that protects the environment, because it gets large-scale farmers off of the government dole. It puts the power back to the small farmers so that they can pay better wages, grow less food using less fertilizers and chemicals polluting the world. And when the recipients of that food eat it, they become healthier. So we actually end up saving money in the long run because we're not paying for the health care. It's a preventative measure that starts with the seed. So that's one of the things that I plan to do in terms of the environment. What's your plan for the environment regarding animal cruelty? Well, I mean, I would love to ban leather, but we have to be practical. Animal cruelty, again, factory farming, that's predominantly where it's at. We can't all become vegans. Protein is a necessity, but if we eliminate the ability for food stamp recipients to go to McDonald's and eat factory farm hamburgers, maybe we will limit the amount of factory farms there are moving forward, thus helping eliminate the cruelty to those animals, the stacking of chickens. I eat chicken. I eat eggs. I love bacon, pork. You've seen my videos. I'm a carnitas freak. But moderation, guys. You don't need to eat hamburgers every day. And you never, ever need to eat fast food. Shit's just bad for you. So, Patty, that's one way we help with the animal cruelty, is we start eating better. We start paying attention to the food that we're eating and where it's coming from. And there should never be any government subsidies for that type of agriculture. that type of food abuse. So I thank you for that question. She also wants to know my agenda for schools and agriculture use, and the fact that I say students by the 7th grade will have a trade. Okay, so this is really simple, guys. Schools have a huge amount of wasted space that they could be utilizing for agricultural use, so that they're growing their own food, the food that they're consuming on campus by the students and the faculty. They'll be learning real life lessons on how agriculture works, where their food comes from. I'm not gonna be able to get everything from the schoolyard. I realize that, but parking lots can become orchard. Soccer fields can become, salad, lettuce, tomato, cucumber, zucchini, squash, onion, garlic, you name it, they can grow it there, especially in California. Nationwide, different types of agriculture use could be done. Where they get the trade, they learn how to cook, they learn how to farm, they learn how to serve. I mean, you think about the fact that there is a cafeteria at every school in America right now. And yes, we're employing people to work at those cafeterias, but they're purchasing subpar food from corporations who are making huge profits, and our students they don't even want to eat the food. So we need to switch that system over, and essentially by the time they finish the 7th grade, they'll have a general basic knowledge of how agriculture works, how hospitality in terms of culinary kitchen, whether it's washing dishes, preparing salads, learning how to make pastas. Then they have the ability to serve that food to the student body. So they would have the trade of being able to work in any restaurant, go work at any farm, anywhere in America by the time they graduate junior high. They'll be healthier because they'll be eating. They'll have pride in the fact that they're working for the school, that they're growing their own food. Unless you've ever done it, and I hate to say that because it's so cliche, but unless you've been there, you just don't know what it's like to eat a tomato that you grew yourself. So that is my plan, is to revamp the Farm Bill, not raise any of your taxes, protect small farmers, protect animals, teach young children how to have pride in the food that they eat. Feed a man a fish, you feed him for a day, you teach him how to fish, you know the rest of the story. So I appreciate your questions, Patty. I hope I answered them to your liking. If not, feel free to chime in. Anybody else with questions who want to know who Henry is, why are you running for Congress, what makes you different than the other 9